An expanded oil industry that is chugging along. We got a unique factory over here. We have these big boy oil plastic refineries, and then these big boy petroleum refineries, warehouses on warehouses. We have a warehouse train station that I'm not even sure exactly how it works. And then we have an update to our city, our new small town, which is, it's honestly, it's pretty much done. The only thing now we need are the houses and the people to move in, but it just looks so cool over here. I don't know why. I'm just really digging this town. I think it looks super dope. I feel like I put a lot of work into this town, and maybe that's why I feel like it looks cool, because it does, you know? It's not a regular grid like I normally do, but it kind of turns and plays and whips and blah blah blah. I like it. I like it. We have a park over here. I made a park, and we have a roundabout over here too. You know, we have, oh my god, we have tons of traffic over here, but that's okay. That is okay, because the town looks great. We have probably people moving in and people doing their cool stuff, man. They're doing their cool stuff. But guys, let's get into the meat and potatoes here, okay? Today we are going to be upgrading or working on this oil field over here in Sycamore Hills, which is quite possibly one of the worst names I've ever heard in my entire life. That's a cat. So we're gonna change this to something else. I don't know what. If you have an idea, put it in the comments. Or else it's just gonna be, this town is gonna be called something else, you know? And everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, how's that town? And they're gonna be like, oh, well, you know, it's something else. We're going to be continuing on with the Sunset Oil Field. We're almost at level 3. That's pretty cool. We're gonna let this kind of run and play its course. The one thing that I noticed while editing the last video was we have this interchange over here. We have this interchange over here, and you can only go one way, so you can't go the other way. Now, we could build out an interchange here, and I think we will in the future. But for now, because I don't want to just do a trumpet interchange over here, you know what we might do? Oh, and we got to level 3. Awesome. You know what we might do, actually, because we'll probably put some houses over here. I think what we're going to do is, we can't get any cars over here, so we're going to have 2 entrances in here, just, you know, for safety reasons. The first one we're going to put over here. So we are going to, actually, we're going to bring this street back a bit to about here, come back over into this road, and just kind of like wrap this around until we're about here. And we're gonna bring a road under. Oh, that's where the node is. We're gonna bring a road under like so, and then we're gonna connect up this road right over here. Fantastic intersection. Look at how great that looks. Oh my god. And then we're gonna wrap this around, and we might change this up, to be honest with you, but for now I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work fine. And really, this is just for connectivity purposes, like nothing crazy, right? So that way you can get over here. I am, however, gonna come over to this node, and we're gonna square that off because I don't know why that just made it look really ugly. And now we can come in here and we can take this out. Perfect. And what we're actually going to do with this is from here, we are going to go into our highways. We're going to grab our 2-lane highways. We're just going to send this straight, to be honest with you. We're going to come out to about, bring it out to here. And the reason why we're coming straight through here is because this might end up turning into a collector at some point. I mean, it definitely will be a collector. Right now it's an arterial because it's just bringing you to and from. And then we're going to connect this out past here as well. And that'll just go a little bit further. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into our dirt roads right over here, and we're just going to do some easy connections just right off the side of here. So we're going to start with this node, I believe. Yeah, let's do that. We'll come out. I would love to do like a 90, 35. Perfect. And we'll do the same thing right here. So we'll come out 45 degrees. Come down 135, and for whatever reason it wants to be weird with us. That's okay. This actually might not be far enough, so let's actually bring this out a little bit farther. We did here. Yeah, let's do up here. You know what? Actually, what we're going to do is I'm going to send this, take these out. We're going to create a little guideline here, and this is what, 4 units? So we'll come out road length, we'll come out to 4. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing right here. So we'll do 45. Come in just like that. Cool. Slightly different because these roads are on an angle, but that's okay. And then we're just going to come straight down into here. Maybe at a 90 though. I think that would be probably slightly better. So we'll come out. Yeah, we'll come out a bit. Where does this come out? Come out 4. We'll do the same thing on this side. Actually, a little bit farther though. So we'll do it like here. That way we can come out 4 on this side, and we'll do the same thing here. Perfect, just for the other side. And then we'll link these guys up to each other. And it's looking a little weird, so we're gonna fix this. Yes, we're just gonna come out like that. I think that looks much, much, much nicer. And now we'll do the same thing over here as well. Perfect. And let's see if we can get anything working with this. Can we? Yeah, actually this one's fine. And now let's do the other side. What we're going to do is we're going to use our nodes anyway over here just to clean these things up. Or sorry, our mods, so we don't have to worry about making it absolutely perfect. This could come out just straight, and I think we're going to do that. And we can do the same thing right here. Perfect. So then we'll come into here, square these off a bit. Cool. So I think that looks pretty decent, honestly. We're going to change these into our highway ramps. We'll upgrade them all the way down and all the way up. We'll do the same thing here and the same thing right here. And for whatever reason, it always does the opposite side that I want to do. Make these slopes a wee bit nicer. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we do have some node issues that we'll take that one out. Look at this one. How's this one doing? This is okay. That's okay over here. These are okay. Cool, cool, cool. And it's just, you know, a tiny bit funky. Let's actually see if we can clean this guy up. Yeah. I think that looks pretty decent. And we're gonna make these look a little bit nicer from this perspective. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I doubt that it's going to get super busy over here. Regardless, we are going to upgrade these to be 2 lanes and then yeah, we've already done that. Perfect. So then we can come in here and we can shift align these together. We'll do the same thing right here. And come back up here. Perfect. So now we have 2 entrances over here, and we may end up needing to upgrade this a bit and like fix it, but I think it looks pretty decent, honestly. I think it does. We're gonna go up a bit, just about 2, come into our landscaping mode, and then we're just gonna brush this out a bit so it looks a little bit more natural. Cool. So now we have this little tiny interchange over here, and I think that this will work really well. Now we have 2 entrances in here as well, which I think is going to be important, but yeah. Anyway, we made it to level 3. We have enough workers. We're just trying to make enough resources now. That's pretty cool. We're outputting a ton of oil. We're outputting petroleum, and then we're outputting 0 plastics somehow, which doesn't really make any sense to me. We have garbage issues. Garbage is piling up. I don't know why, because we literally, oh, they just got served with a garbage truck. Okay, I was gonna say, we literally have garbage right here. The waste transfer facility is full. So what I was actually thinking was, I think we're going to run into a problem over here with this waste transfer facility. I think because we're so far away from all of the other garbage areas, we need to build a, what's it called? A garbage processing plant. So we are going to do that right now. We're gonna send this road out here, come into our garbage and build it right here. Then, because these buildings are now clipping each other, we're going to take this out. We're gonna send a road out over here. What I think we'll do is come down 3 unit. Come in to move it, and we'll move this down to here. Perfect. And then we'll come back into these roads and just make it so that you can kind of drive all the way around. I hope I didn't, it looks pretty decent. So I think we're gonna be fine, which is kind of nice. Come into our water pipes, make sure these bad boys are under the road where apparently they belong. Loop-de-loop around. Awesome, awesome. The next thing that I wanted to fix over here was this hospital. It's huge, and we have a medical clinic right across the street. So we're taking this out, and we're gonna put in some homes over here. I did not realize that I'd put things in across the street, or put a medical clinic in across the street. I thought that I put a fire hydrant, thought I put a fire station across the street. I didn't think I put a medical clinic. So that's why we were seeing fire issues as well. I realized this while I was editing at the end, but you know, obviously, you know, let's get to building. Let's come into our oil and let's see what new buildings we have. The large oil pump, that's quite exciting. This guy is pretty big and that's really cool. This does quite a bit more production per week, almost double. And it costs double. This is the small oil drilling rig that we already put in. Yep. Then we already have this. We already have that. We have that. I don't think we have the oil industry storage, which is kind of fun. So we can place a couple of these right beside each other, and we can add some more pumps. So I want to put them. I'm gonna put them on Chapman Street. I'm gonna put 3 right here. Bring it over. We're gonna put them right here. Then we're gonna take this road and we're going to send it out with our guidelines on. Just like that. And I do love this tool because we can come in here and we can make it just look a little bit nicer. And I think that that's just really fun, to be honest with you. And this death crossway right here. I'm excited to see how that breaks the game. So we have a bunch of oil production now. We are still waiting for this to push through. That's fine. I want to let it run for a minute and see what our output of oil is, to see how much more petroleum or plastic we need. And while we're doing that, while this is running a bit, I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna fix a little bit, because I do like this interchange, but I want to just fix it up with some lane mathematics. Perfect. And for whatever reason, this is a 6-lane road. This only needs to be a 2-lane road. Perfect. Cool. So really what I just wanted to do quickly was make this a 2-lane that goes around, and then the 1 lane goes in here, and then 1 lane comes up here. And I think that just looks a little bit nicer. We are going to fix it just a bit. We're going to align it with this road. And then we're going to come over here and just look and make sure that everything looks gravy. I think it does, honestly. Come over here and let's align this road. Okay, don't know why I did that, but whatever. We'll leave it there, and now we'll do the same thing right here. We're gonna leave it there. I think this just looks a little bit nicer over here. We can stretch these out a bit as well. And just make it look, again, just make it look a little bit more natural, a little bit more realistic. Bring it out to about here. And we made it to level 4. Awesome. Cool. So we have waste oil refining plant, petroleum refinery. That's good. A large oil drilling rig and an oil industry maintenance building, and then a crude oil tank farm. That is awesome. We're going to come back in here and do these really, really fast before we start fiddling around with those. We're just bringing this around. I think that this is going to help. I mean, it doesn't really help anything, to be honest with you. But now we do have 2 lanes that come around. So I'm hoping that, because this was red before, now it's just these that are red. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's build out our oil infrastructure. We also have enough workers. So dope, actually. We'll try to reach level 5 today. I'm not too worried about it. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Actually, let's do it. Screw it. All right, so we have these large oil drilling rigs. Let's place a couple of these. Let's put them right beside here. Perfect. Place 4 down. I feel like that's a lot, to be honest with you, but that's okay. We're going to place down a large crude oil tank farm. And let's see. Let's put this across the street, actually. And whoa. This is what we're gonna do. We'll come here. That makes sense. Cool. Yeah, and we'll place 2 of these across the street from each other. Actually, no. We're gonna place 1 of them. We're gonna bring this down here because we also got some more fun stuff. So we have the oil industry maintenance building, which we definitely need. We can also extend this quite a bit out. So let's actually remember that while I'm yelling at myself. Let's put this industry maintenance building. Is this a square? Yes, it is. Okay. So actually, when I said no, what I meant was yes. So we are going to put that. Now we're going to put this oil maintenance building right here. And let's look at this guy. So what does this do? So it just makes the storage more efficient. So it's actually had 2 of these bad boys, because that'll bring the storage efficiency to 110%, whereas these workers barracks do the same thing, but for the work efficiency. I think that works out pretty well. Then we're going to come back into these industry roads because we have more room. We're going to send this road. Let's send it here just for now. And then we'll come in because we got a few new buildings. So this was level 1. This was level 2. And now this is level 3, the waste oil refining plant. And then we also, if I remember correctly, this is the next one, the naphtha cracker plant. Cracker plant. What does that do? It makes plastic. So let's see. This does 4,000 units per week. This does 8,000, and it's less than double what this is. So this is actually a better building. So we are going to let's place 4 of them, which seems like a lot, but I don't think it is. Place 4 of them for now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send this road to right here. Pause the game. This cat's crazy, I'm telling you. We can take out this guy, and we're going to take out this road as well. Press play. The reason why I wanted to do this was I'm not sure how big these buildings are going to be. I'm not sure. These guys are the petrochemical plant. They're a decent size, so I'm hoping that we can fit the next level into here, but I guess we'll see. We could also probably get rid of those buildings because these do the same thing but better. We can just line them all up in there, but we'll wait for now. So I want to look. Our traffic is looking pretty rough over here, and I'm wondering why that is. It's because we have an extra node here. So let's take that node out. Oh, that's frustrating. And that should help. Then we're gonna upgrade this to be a bridge all the way through. We're gonna do the same thing here. And then we're gonna upgrade this bridge all the way to here. And that should hopefully help the traffic issue that we were seeing over here. Now, I would love if these trucks went in the correct spots. Like, what's frustrating about these oil trucks that come through here is that they just stay in the middle lane and like that just doesn't make any sense. Like, they really shouldn't do that. They should be on the outward lane, and that means that local traffic can be on the inward one, but we'll leave it for now. We're starting to see a little bit of a medium residential and a commercial zone as well, which means that it's time to build out this area over here, which is kind of exciting. So let's come into our roads. Firstly, we're not seeing any parking on the street over here. So I think we actually come in here and grab this 2-lane road with grass. And I think we upgrade these. We try not to take out any houses. And we actually are seeing some parking on the street. So I think what we do is we just upgrade select roads. So this road here, we're going to keep as a regular parking on the street. That's fine. And then all the cars that want to park on the street can park on this road. And then these other roads are a little bit more residential. I think that that's nice. So we are ripping towards level 5. So I'm going to slow down to 1, and we're going to build out our little area over here. So I think how we're going to do that is let's come out with our freeform tool and come out about roughly this far, come out to here, and I will send this down to about here. And we already have this kind of like natural grid over here, which I just think is kind of cool. And then we're going to send it up over here. So this road will come out a bit, and then we're going to curve in to right here. Perfect. And it comes up a bit. So I think we're going to come into our set slope mode. We're just going to flatten that out because I think that would make a little bit more sense. And now we have a bit of something going on over here. I'm going to upgrade these because we have trees everywhere. And now let's build this out. I think what we're going to do over here is actually we're going to come out to here, and we're going to have a little bit more fun. I feel like this would be a really easy place to put a grid, but I don't really want to put one in here. So we're going to send out these roads, because these are going to be our like main ones. We're going to send these out straight from each other and just kind of see where they land and then play around with them so that they make a little bit more sense, so that we can have these full lot sizes. So like this one, we need to send this out, to be honest with you. So let's actually take this out and now do it. And we'll just kind of have fun with these roads. Cool, cool, cool. I'm liking the way that this is looking. We're going to have a few areas of cul-de-sacs. I think that that will be cool. We'll have one over here. Perfect. For whatever reason, this is lower, so we're going to Control H this up to here. We'll do the same thing here as well. And then we're going to come into these areas. We're going to add nodes. Oh, it did not do what I wanted it to. That's okay. We're going to pull this out. Then we're going to come in here, add a node, come into node controller, and stretch this out. So we did that one there. We have one over here. We'll do the same thing right over here. Perfect, and we'll do the same one right over here as well. So this one's a little bit of a longer cul-de-sac, but I think that that will make for a little bit, I think that'll be interesting, and I'm tired of pretending that I don't. Cool, cool, cool. So really quickly, let's put our water pipes under the road. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We are going to do a little bit of a park area over here. Nothing crazy, just like a tiny, tiny, tiny little park for everyone. We'll have more small parks in here as well. It's just, this is just going to be one of them. Let's also make sure that this is extended. It is, but I want this to come all the way over here. Perfect, perfect. And now let's just add a little bit of zoning around here. Actually, let's not do that because first we need to add paths over here. So let's actually do that first. Now let's see where we want those. Cool, cool, cool. So now we can add some zoning over here and it will make it look a lot nicer. Perfect. We will add a few shops here and there. So we'll put one there, put a little one over here. Let's actually also put tiny, tiny little shops like maybe right over here on this street, just because this cul-de-sac goes so far down. For whatever reason, we can't put zoning right there, which is super weird, but I guess so be it. I'm not gonna rush zoning over in these areas just quite yet. We're almost at level 5, which is amazing that we made it there. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe we will rush zoning. Let's just rush zoning. Let's just put zoning everywhere. Cool, cool, cool. So a few things that we will need to add over here first are schools. We'll have to add some more medical clinics because we've just made a ginormous place. I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave this as like a collector, and then we're going to upgrade kind of everything around it to be these more suburban streets. Perfect, cool, cool, cool. Which means that because this is our collector and this is where we're gonna have parking, we can kind of like focus in where we're going to put our building. So we should put a medical clinic. I think we're gonna put one pretty far away just to make sure that it reaches everywhere. We should also put a crematorium. Let's actually put that across the street from our medical clinic. We'll put that there. We'll probably need some police coverage. We have one over here. Let's actually put the police right here. We need a fire station. Let's put a fire station across the street as well. And now we need schools. So we have one elementary school over here. Let's put one elementary school right here. And then we don't have any high schools over here. So we should actually also put a high school. I think we're gonna put a high school right here. And I think that that makes a lot of sense for what we got going on over here. We're gonna add parking lots beside our high school and our elementary school. We're gonna flip that around, so don't even worry. Let's actually just do that now so I don't forget. We'll bring this around. Bring this right close so it looks like it matches. We'll do the same thing right over here as well. So we'll bring this high school like right here. I'll bring this parking lot like right beside it. And I think this looks pretty freaking cool, to be honest with you. It's a little bit different over here, and I think it's really gonna add a lot of character. So now when you come around, so unfortunately this road doesn't meet up. I was hoping that it would, but I guess I forgot to do that. We need to add some more this stuff over here. So let's put one here, one there. Let's hope that that helps. We have a lot of green energy over here, which is really cool. And we made it to level 5, which is good because now we need to start dealing with our industry demand, which we don't have a lot of, but that's okay. We're gonna see tons of traffic over here soon. So this is good. Yeah, this road is heavy now. Everything is, honestly. So I guess because this takes so long. I think a good idea over here, I'm like a freaking hummingbird, man. I just jump from thing to thing to thing. I think a good idea would be to upgrade this road to be a highway for the time being. Just to here for now, and then if we want to switch things around, we can. We'll just do this for now. And I don't know if that'll alleviate any traffic or not, but it's not crazy over here. It's just, it's just a little bit busy, and that's okay. But yeah, okay. Let's come back over here and let's expand this oil industry a bit, shall we? We have a few more buildings. We have the Naphtha cracker plant, which is quite fun. We have the offshore drilling platform. I was actually excited to see how this looks. Oh, that's super cool. I've never played around with the offshore drilling, but that makes sense. So it kind of just goes to where the oil is. That's fantastic, actually. That's really cool. So that's good to remember for next time that we're building an oil industry. So we have these. The Naphthas. Okay, so how big are these bad boys? These are huge. So we can actually only build one over here. Yeah, and look at the size of this guy too. 100 workers. Each of these has 80. That's also crazy. So this produces 8,000. This produces 4,000, but it's almost like triple the size as well. I mean, that's okay. It's just a big beefy boy. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I think we'll turn on collision, and we'll send this out a bit more. I'll send it to about here. And we'll put 2 more of these out here. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool. And then what I want to do actually is I'm going to send a road out here. We're going to pause the game. And we're just going to have this come out. And this is really just for connectivity. I don't know what we're going to do in these areas just quite yet, but I just want a little bit more connectivity. This poor bridge. Oh, we need electricity. This poor bridge just has all of the traffic that's going through here, but I mean, that's okay. This oil main building is suffering from garbage, which is kind of insane to think about. So now we're outputting a ton of oil. We do have a ton of petroleum, and I think our plastic production is going to ramp up as well now. If we need more, then we can do more, but I think that'll be okay. At some point we can just load this with oil pumping and then just like figure out the rest, and that could be something that we do. Honestly, that might be what we do. I think that could be kind of fun. We would have so much oil and the traffic would probably be crazy. So let's actually take it a little bit slower than that. We do need some more warehouses though. These are both absolutely full to the brim, which is kind of hilarious. They're supposed to be balanced. So let's come in here. These are the medium ones that we were using. We also have the warehouse with railway connection. That's super cool. And we have this large warehouse. I think we need to add a few of these large warehouses, to be honest with you. So we can add one right here, which is amazing. But I honestly think it might be better to add 2 of these guys, petroleum plastics. And now I think we're going to change this rail yard. We're gonna pause the game. No, we actually don't need to. We're just gonna take this out. Yeah, pause the game, and we're gonna put this rail yard in right here. And that's kind of exciting because I've never used this guy before, and I'm just kind of excited. So press play. We'll go into these guys. Can't even think about words right now. We'll come around to here. We'll come straight a bit, and now we'll curve in. Perfect, and we'll do the same. Oh, this actually doesn't have an exit. So weird. This just goes one way. And I guess we'll put, we're gonna stuff this with unique factory products, and then we're going to build a factory over here, actually. So we'll come into our factories, and what we want is a factory that has both petroleum and plastics. So let's search through our factories. Petroleum, plastics, literally right there. That's awesome. Does anything else have those two? Paper, plastics, petroleum, plastics, glass. Everything else is a mix of everything. That's okay. We're gonna put this household plastic factory. We actually have room. We have room right here, actually. I think we're gonna put it a little bit farther up here. And the reason for that is, so this creates plastic products. Yeah, we'll leave this as it is. The reason for that is I want this, there's a lot of traffic down here and I just want the traffic to go somewhere else. That's pretty much it. We are going to grab a road though, and we're gonna send this. We're gonna take this out for now. Cool, cool, cool. And then we'll have this come around. So now if you're a truck and you're bringing the plastic product, you can just go straight on this road all the way through. Let's look at our traffic. We are seeing some crazy traffic over here, but it's not the worst. It's not awful. It's just not good, but that's okay. So let's see. We're still outputting a ton of oil, so we can use a lot more plastic and petroleum. That is okay. We're making money, ton of money though. This is really cool how much money these actually make. The production value, yeah, like it's just really cool. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build a little park over here, and hopefully it kind of like levels out some of these areas. Maybe we take a few more places and we turn commercial, just because we have the demand, you know? We'll do that for now, and then we'll leave it. I do want to come in here and let's just make a tiny, quick, fast, dirty park. Park main gate. We'll put the main gate on the collector street, and then we'll put some side gates around. We'll put one over here. We'll put one there, and we'll put one over here. Come in to move it so that we can move these around and make them look a wee bit nicer. Do the same thing right here. I like the idea of these coming out at the corner. Cool, cool, cool. Come into our paths with trees, obviously. We'll connect these up. That's ugly. Don't want that. And we'll add a few things in here. So we'll add like this little plaza. We don't need an info booth. We'll add a checkerboard. I think that could be fun. We'll do a couple of gazebos. Nothing crazy over here. Just a little bit of something. Just a little bit of something. Come over to Georgian Bay, and we'll just litter around a few trees. Just make it a bit of a place, you know? And while we're here, actually, I'm going to put trees all the way around here. We're gonna turn our strength up, turn our size up as well. We're just gonna place a little bit of a forest around here. Maybe our size does not need to be that big. And really what I wanna do from this is just have trees in between houses. Cool, cool, cool. So if we come down here, we can see there's a lot of trees, you know, and now when you're walking down the street or walking down the sidewalk or whatever, it doesn't feel as weird. Like, let's look at Tyler Evans. This is a place, you know, it's not just barren. You know, we have a 5-story building here, but that's fine. Who said we're living in a small town? And this is awesome. He's also always biking. Okay, I was gonna say he's walking at 17 clicks per second. That's, or hour, that's insane. Good for him. We need to fix this. Don't know why that's looking weird. Probably just because I'm fiddling around with move it and stuff. And I like the way that this looks. I'm gonna come into node controller really quickly and just make a few connections or make a few crossings, and then that might be it, guys. I think that is all the places over here. We didn't add any over here. That's fine. We already forgot about that. Now let's look at what we got going on. This is looking pretty cool. Something else is turning into a nice little town. We do have a crazy little area right here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this just a tiny little roundabout. Come in here, we'll roundabout it up, come into TMPE, grab this street, make it a roundabout, and hopefully this kind of clears up a little bit of the traffic in these areas. Not that it was crazy before, but just letting traffic roam. Perfect. And I am really liking the way that this town has turned out. Is this working? This has nothing going on. That seems weird to me. Yeah, not sure why. Maybe the it's not in the industry. Could be it. Maybe that'll help. But I guess we shall see. Guys, I think that's where we're gonna leave it. We still do have a ton of output from oil, but that's okay because we're making a bunch of money. So who cares? Who cares? We can make it better. We can make it better and make even more money. But it is looking really, really good. I love this little town over here. This town makes me so happy. It is quite busy along this main street, but that just, it creates a sense of place over here, you know? Like, yeah, there's semis going through, but we're hanging out, and now we're in the suburbs, you know? It's just, I like it a lot. Cool, cool. Guys, if you made it this far and you liked the video, like the video. If you loved the video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? Subscribe down below. Let me know in the comment section what you think of something else. If you like the name or you don't, I mean, who knows? Who knows? I like it. I think it's cool. I think this town, I don't know, this town, I'm just really vibing with this town, and I really cannot wait until we have some houses up here. I think those are gonna look really, really, really cool up on this cul-de-sac. But yeah, guys, feel free to join the channel. It is obviously not mandatory, but if you want to help out a small creator, it would mean the absolute world to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.